Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Crystal.
And this is Garbage Heart Out of the Can. And this week, well, for the next few weeks actually, we're talking about a side hobby. So we did the whole haunt review series. When we're not haunting, the other 11 months out of the year we're not busy running a haunted house, we are avid laser tag players.
Yes, I think you just branded us as bigger nerds than we already were.
We run a site called Garbage Horror. How big and how small of nerds could we possibly be? But no, we are definitely laser tag buffs. I've been playing laser tag for well over 15 years now. I started playing in my home state of South Carolina, where for a time there I was going there every week. I was a member of one of the local arenas. I was ranked in the state actually for some time.
He was badass.
I was pretty badass in the arena. This is literally the one sport I've truly excelled at in any capacity. I'm not saying if there was a pro league I would be in competition for it, but I'm pretty good. I'm reasonable at least. And so when we moved to New Orleans, one of the first things we started doing was trying to find a laser tag arena. Unfortunately, we were kind of disappointed. Not a lot going on pre-Katrina.
No.
However, now there's a lot more arenas in the area, so we're going to hit some of the arenas and give them reviews kind of as we go.
Specifically 3.
And we've got 3 lined up right now. Might do more later, but the immediate future, we got 3 coming your way. The first one, though, we're looking at an arena called Laser Tagging Games. This one's at 8855 Veterans Memorial Boulevard in Metairie, Louisiana, 7003. This is in the old CompUSA store. It's refurbished.
If you're local, that's where it is.
That'll make a lot of sense to you if you're from the area. This arena actually was open before Hurricane Katrina. It closed for the storm, stayed closed for a very long time, and only very recently reopened.
This past year.
And so, did they make any changes or improvements in the 5 odd years of downtime? No, unfortunately. We had this was our first trip to the arena today. And I've got to say, overall, right off the bat, it was a disappointment for me.
Yeah. That's putting it mildly.
I'm trying to be generous here.
I know.
It was a very sinking feeling to get onto the observation deck. We got our membership cards. We had the Groupon. We were getting the 2 memberships and the 3 free games. And we're looking at, going in there and having a lot of fun and maybe even playing some additional games today. Go in there, get in the observation deck to watch a game, and we realize quickly it's the exact same arena that was from before Hurricane Katrina. No changes.
Right.
So, what were your thoughts on the arena in general? I mean...
The arena in general, or...
Let's start with the equipment.
Okay. The equipment sucked. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, look. You get this membership program going here. They do have a membership program, and they target members heavily.
And look, we're going to talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. That is really cool.
Yeah, so obvious that they had teenage and adults in mind.
Yeah, they're wanting recurring hardcore players. They want, the people who are intense, serious players of laser tag.
Right. The vest, however, fit kids.
On me, I mean, I'm not a particularly big person for an adult. I felt like it was a bib. It came to right here on me.
And it choked me the entire time.
I mean, and if you have boobs, it's gonna push it up.
Because it's not long enough to go underneath them.
Yeah, you have to clip it right here on both of us.
Right.
And I mean, it's just ridiculously small for an adult. You could tell these vests were made for kids. I don't know if maybe we just drew kids' vests every time or something.
I looked for a longer one. I didn't find it.
I think they were all the same size, and I think that size was sucky.
Yeah, because, I mean, even the Marshall, his was riding up high.
Yeah, so...
I did look to see if he
yeah.
had one.
And I struggled to get mine on. I struggled to clip it. The gun was okay.
Yeah, the gun was...
The gun was reasonable. 2-hand hold, pretty standard. It did have a delay between shots, though. You couldn't just lay down fire like I'm used to in other arenas. This one, there was a small delay between shots. You had a little more planning in what you were firing
and
at.
it was also... I don't know if it was the gun or the smoke in the air, but it was hard to shoot people at any distance.
Yeah, I had a really comical shootout in there. I was up top in one corner and someone on the ground in another corner, and we're sitting there, both of us, shooting dead on, nothing scoring. nothing happening. It's just the smoke's diffusing. Something's going wrong. Trying to fire over distances is a no-go.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because we complain about distance firing. One of the really big problems with this arena is the arena size.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
I mean, it feels, I don't know how big it is in square feet, but it feels incredibly small. And part of that's the layout.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, it's a rectangular layout, you know. I can't draw you a diagram. I'll probably put one up as an overlay here, just as a rough guideline. But basically speaking, as you come in, you're coming in on the long side of the arena. And to the extreme left and extreme right, that's where the doors are, there are ramps that go up to a bridge that in turn runs along the entire distance of the back of the arena and comes in kind of like an M in the middle to meet the observation deck, kind of halfway. And the observation deck is kind of the other side, the mirror of the bridge.
Right.
And it's an interesting layout, but it creates these two areas on the left and right hand sides of the arena that are dead zones.
Yeah, nobody goes in there unless they want to get killed.
You are literally vulnerable to fire both from up top on the bridge and the protected areas underneath. There is nowhere in that area that is remotely safe.
No.
And the whole arena, though, felt really open to me.
Yeah.
There was no very good cover anywhere in that arena. You didn't feel like you were moving from cover to cover. It encouraged camping, which... Oh, I don't object to... I'm not like one of those FPS guys that objects to camping on Morrowind. Look, if camping's what you want to do... Godspeed, senor. Have fun. But I don't feel like you should be forced to camp.
No, I like to move.
I like to move. A good laser tag arena with good balance will support multiple types of gameplay. If you want to camp, there's probably some good camp spots. If you want to be a sniper, there's going to be some good snipe spots.
Right.
If you want to be a commando and move around the arena, it'll support that. If you want to be a little bunny hopper bitch that pops around a corner and shoots people in the back, Crystal... it will support.
I also bounce it off of mirrors.
Yeah, every cheap tag in the book. It will support that too, though. This arena only really favored camping. Now, that being said, there were some positives. Let's talk about some positives. The bases.
There were 5 of them.
There were, which is unusual. Most have most arenas have, or 1 per team. If there's 3 teams, it's 3 bases, but 1 per team. This one had 1 base per team.
And 3 neutral.
3 neutral. 1 neutral, 1 in the center on the ground, and 2 on the sides of the ramps.
Right.
Pretty cool. And and you could attack the opposing base. So there are 5 bases. You could hit 4, and it encouraged you to move around the whole of the arena too.
Right.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I did like the special features. If you are a member, which we'll talk more about in detail, you get bonus features. This is the printout from the site at ltag.com. You get special features like level 1. Since we were doing our first games, we were level 1, even though our scores were much higher. We got rapid fire. Shoot a few people in a row without getting tagged.
Right.
You get a rapid fire feature, and you can just squeeze that trigger and just lays down fire. That's pretty badass.
For your style.
For my style of play, I'm just...
I'm more accuracy.
She's more accuracy oriented. I'm more command. I'm more recovering fire mentality. But no, that was pretty cool. I did like the presence of the referees.
I did too.
That's one problem in every arena is cheating, and people who are lost or having technical issues. This arena has a referee in a white vest, very easily.
The teams are red and green,
easily spotted, and he even has a very quick and effective way of handing out penalties. He can shoot a player and deduct 1,000 points from them, or you can, of course, just throw them out.
Right.
But that's pretty cool. I like that, and it does discourage cheating and unfair play, I think.
Right.
So a lot that's really good about this arena, but the overall is still pretty weak.
Yeah. I am looking forward to trying out some of the membership games.
There's some special member games. I do want to go back and try those. But I'm not really looking forward to returning to the arena because it always felt like you were under attack. It's such an open arena. Even as you're focusing on this person or even this group of people, someone can pop up behind you and shoot you. It's utter chaos. There's even with members, the last game had a lot of members in it, there's no teamwork really, no strategy. It's pretty much a melee, and while that can be fun, I prefer the more strategic style play myself. But still, the membership thing is really cool. If you sign up to become a member, you will get a membership card. It's $30 a year. It's a photo ID card. It's pretty cool. I should have brought mine in here to show. But basically speaking, you get that. You get a custom handle that will be displayed on the scoreboard. You get to track your statistics, and as you level up, you will get new features and also new handicaps too. As you get better, it'll become harder to tag lower ranked players. You'll have to use your skills a little more. So there's stuff to like about this, and also the price is really good too. It's $5.75 a game. If you're a member, you get $1 off every game, making it $4.75. However, the games are a little bit on the short side at 7 minutes.
Right, and they also have member nights where it's $2 a game.
$2 a game, which that's kind of like nickel beer night, man. They just go wild. Overall, what would you say? Help me put this into words.
It has potential, but it's not there yet. And one of the biggest shortcomings is the ready room.
Oh, God.
We didn't talk about it.
No,
We've got to spend at least a little bit.
Yeah, this was utter bloody chaos here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here's the thing.
Preach the gospel.
When you're new at a laser tag arena, you expect to go into the ready room, get the rules of the arena, because they are safety things as much as anything. Then go get your packs, and they're supposed to tell you about the bases and how they work.
And this is regardless of if you are an experienced laser tag player. Every arena is different.
Right.
I mean, imagine if you were playing football, and every time you went to a different stadium, the field was totally changed.
Right.
You would want to know a little bit about the rules, even if you were an NFL player.
Right.
So it's that type of stuff.
Yeah. But you're let in, you grab your pack, and then you're let through the door. And we had very little time to ask questions. Including how the membership cards work. Yeah. Which there was a big problem with getting them to scan and the scanner on the wall.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Everything in this building, even the arcade machines, are barcode activated.
Right.
And most of the barcode readers are really good. But the one in the membership area sucks. It's worse than those things like at Walmart where you check the price. It's kind of like one of those actually. And it reads about as well.
Yeah. I mean, the second game I didn't get to
put it on her account, no.
Which probably was a good thing.
But we both were a little rough that game because there were other members in there.
And we were trying to find the bases. I mean, we spent at least 2 minutes trying to find the bases,
3 minutes.
Not shooting anymore.
Yeah, at least half the game in that wasted, and we missed 2 bases still because we had to have the marshal come in and show us after the game was over.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of problems with this arena. Is it a decent one to play? I guess it's all right, but...
Real quick, for the ready room, just a quick suggestion in case they see this.
I'm sure they will.
Let the members go in first, get their packs on, and while they're scanning their cards, the other people who are casual players can come in and get their best.
And also that's useful because that way the members have to divide up into even teams, and both teams have an even number of more experienced players.
Exactly.
So that way if you have a birthday party mixed with members, you get an even split.
Right.
This was something actually Frankie's in South Carolina did exactly that.
Okay, but just a thing I'm throwing out there, and now we can wrap this up.
Yeah. Overall, there are things I like about this arena, but it's just not my go-to arena, frankly. For us, it's a bit of a drive. I mean, we'll be honest, but I don't like the arena. I don't like the equipment. I like the players. Players are very talented, very capable. I love the membership system. I definitely want to see about leveling up some and earning some of these new perks. But the arena and the equipment, especially the equipment, I should not be fighting the equipment. And that was one of the lessons, I learned from other arenas, is that good equipment makes or breaks the game. The equipment is 90% of the game for me.
Yeah.
And the equipment here is just terrible. It felt like I said, I was wearing a bib.
Yeah, but it did get us to buy Cokes, so maybe that's the point.
Yeah, maybe we spent $3.50 on Cokes, and here we are trashing them on the internet. I'm sure that was a good trade-off.
Sure.
Well, got any final thoughts for laser tagging games?
Nope.
Well, once again, laser tagging games at 8855 Veterans Memorial Boulevard in the old CompUSA store. One game is $5.75. Members do get a $1 discount. And if you go to the members' nights, they're $2 member nights. They're twice a month, usually the 15th and the 30th this month. I'm not sure that's every month. Check the calendar. Find out when they are. I say if you're a hardcore laser tag player, give it a shot, but just for the member perks and nothing else. But honestly, I think there are better arenas in this city. Well, on that note, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Crystal.
And pew, pew, pew. This is Garbage Heart.
Achoo.